With the dulls, fellas. We're back with the dulls. There's not only other streamers I think will be able to relate to this. You come out of a weekend, you haven't been on your computer at all. People will ask you right to your face if you're going to play, when you're going to play a game that you haven't even heard of. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You fundamentally, you started on like step 6 when I'm not even at step 0. The game that you're asking me if I'm going to play, I don't know what it is, and I've never heard of it. Perhaps it may happen at some point, though. But first, I'm going to need some kind of, rather than just when am I going to play it, a description of what it is would be nice. This is the Matrix, bro. This is Vacation. An Oldsmobile. That's interesting. Stan Carlin from the New York Fire Department. You think this is the last king of Staten Island? It's probably Garden State. Oliver Tree and Paul Mescal. I don't know what this is. You're not Green Room, though. I'll tell you that for sure. This is not Green Room. Bill, is this not the last king of Staten Island, bro? Bill Burr's in that. It is the king of Staten. I was right. And then I typed in Staten and said, do you mean Garden State? Fix your shit, bro. No, Shutter Island. Staten Island. What the fuck is up with your search algorithm, man? I own you. I want 2 points off of that one. I want 2 points off of that one, okay? That's ridiculous. Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson's in this. He's like the guy. Anyway, Schmeat in bed with your wife. Remember that when he stuck his tongue out? That was an all-time moment. What are you talking about? When he was texting with Kanye? And Ye messaged him, where are you right now? And he said, in bed with your wife, and then took a photo of his tongue sticking out. This shit is so fucking good, man. That's so good. Because he really was, too, in bed with his wife. But they weren't married anymore. They had been divorced probably for like 3 or 4 years, I think. But anyway. After his Bills run, yeah, man. Bills run, coins walk. He played 100 games. That's a lot in the NFL, man. That's like, yeah, it's like 7 seasons. Paul Posluszny, 100 games for this AFC team. That's the New York Jets, of course. Playing from 2012, playing from 2002 to 2017, John Lackey won a World Series with the Angels, Red Sox, and this NL team. Philadelphia Phillies. Probably the Cardinals, right? The Cardinals were like the only NL team to win World Series then. Cubs. Teammates with Fred VanVleet. This 3X all MVC guard, that's got to be like Cyclops, man, or like Captain America maybe. He's got a shield. They helped Wichita State make the 2013 Final Four. Yeah, I mean, there's just absolutely no way I could possibly know what this is. Someone who's been in the NBA probably for 12 years. So they would be 32. This is a fella that is by the name. You know what? This is Oladipo, bro. Guaranteed. Okay, well, we tried. Most populated city in the world, beginning with a C, is perhaps Cairo, would be my guess. That's tough, man. That's Daniel Day-Lewis. And that's Khaleesi, whose name is Emilia Clarke. I wish I was paid in gum. That's Trident. What an insane statement. I wish I was paid in gum. Known for playing Donna on that 70s show, she was also in Orange is the New Black. She was always saying, Piper, chill. Mel Gibson played a poker player in this 1994 Western. Maverick. I was going to say Tombstone, but it's definitely Maverick. What am I supposed to say when I'm all choked up and you're okay? When I'm all choked up and you're how to save chasing cars? I don't know this one. Is this Lips of an Angel? No, that's by Hinder. I have no idea. The song is called Broken. Brokenhearted. I don't think I know that one. 38% know that one. I'm falling to pieces. I don't think I know that one, man. You guys ever listen to Majesty Crush? Now that's a fucking band, man. They should put a Majesty Crush question. Or even maybe like a Majesty Crush fucking category in here. You know it, just not the name? You'd be surprised at the amount of Drek that I'm ignorant to be honest with you. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to change my game name. There we go. One person's talking about Majesty Crush, man. Let me see here. It's just chatting. You've absolutely heard it? Okay, I'm going mute mode. So you can't hear it, but I am now falling to pieces the script. Let's see. Break even the script. Let's see if I know this. I was kind of listening to like, I'm going to say Strawberry Jam around this time. Let's see. What would I do without you? No, you're right. You're right. I know this one. I'm falling to pieces. It's a goated song in the grocery store. I know that one. I'm falling to pieces. It was on Canadian radio a ton. Buddy, I was listening to KEXP back then, okay? It took a lot of grinding to get these views. Let's put it that way. Frankincense. This is some shit that they brought to like the Son of God when he was born. Don't forget about gold, man. This is some shit with like a silent ass letter. This is some shit that Mac would use. Nymph, myrrh, shit with a weird H. Sphinx. I say shit with a weird H, man. Words whose only vowel is Y. I told ya. Jackpot, treasure. Quest, wait, okay. Treasure, prize. Odyssey, voyage, journey, quest. An arduous undertaking. An expedition. Markdown, value. Let me think about this for a second. Dude's names. Compound words with a man's name in the first half. That's got to be purple. Names ending in K plus word. Esteem. What is to respect something? To value it. I can't think of a synonym. To hold dear. There you go. It's in the bag. Dude, you're not wrong. Jack Black would have gone crazy as one of the wise men. You ever hear the Tenacious D demo tape? I wasn't in high school, so I moved to the Middle East. I spent time with the people. I adopted their belief system. Down, 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 down. You don't know it? You don't know it. Do some fucking, read a book, okay? You don't know shit, man. I don't know it. I believe in God. You probably know that one, right? Read a book sometime. I believe. Filmed by the Coen brothers, set in Minnesota. That's Fargo. Phrase that's tough to translate, maybe. Slang? Skirt worn with point shoes. Tutus. Was in front. Led. Organization now checking for real IDs. That's your TSA, bro. Cheese that's frequently smoked. Gouda. This one's not right. Sounds from meditators. Alms. Kind of contents. Idiom wind. There we go. Still pretty good though. You got to admit, we were thinking outside of the box when we said phrase that's tough to translate slang. Oh, you guys can't hear? Yeah. Idioms are tough to translate, man. Try explaining to like an 11-year-old Korean ESL student what the fuck water under the bridge is supposed to mean. You just end up repeating, it's something that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. It's water under the bridge. It doesn't matter. Isn't water always under the bridge? Yeah. There's water under the bridge. Exactly. It's like it's a moot point. It doesn't matter. Idioms are tricky, man. They have similar metaphors. How would you know? Or are you just LARPing because you watched Sky Castles on Netflix 3 years ago? They do things a little bit differently over there. I'll have you know I have my PhD in watching South Korean street food videos. I think I know a little bit about the culture. Kazana organic chickpeas, 7 pounds of chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, perfect for frying, air frying, boiling, high in fiber, no trans fat, gluten-free. I'm Amazon posting. 7 pounds of chickpeas. $8.99? $9.99? We take those, $10.49. There's a lot of chickpeas, 7 pounds, man. They're not farting around with that. Came to check if he's playing Miscellaneous yet, and he's looking at a JPEG of garbanzo beans. Partnered streamer. I do not know what Miscellaneous is. I know the Mona Lisa. I know that she must have had the highway blues. You can tell by the way she smiled. I don't know what Miscellaneous is, though. Is that like a new fashion brand? It's an indie game. I don't play those. I'm chasing the bag, going to Globla. I'm thinking today, it's a good day to find out where Suriname is. That happens. How about like Myanmar? Pretty far as well. How about somewhere in Europe? Maybe like a Switzerland? Anyone, how is this possible? How can it be equidistant from these 3 different points? That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like Lesotho? What? It's in outer space. It's the moon. The moon? How can it? We've drawn 4 corners. Where could it be? It's closest to Myanmar. Oh, it's in this fucking. It's 830 kilometers away from Samoa. By the way, what is Switzerland? Like, I guess I'm asking what a Switzer is. I don't really know what Zealand is either. I know it started in the Netherlands, but I'm asking why it's called Switzerland, I guess. Like when I go to Legoland, I know what I'm getting into because I know what Lego is, but I don't know what Switzer is, like where the naming convention came from. Confederation Helvetica? Yeah, that's what it was called, but like, are we just spitting facts or are we trying to like meet each other in the middle somewhere here? Like, are you going to answer my question or are you just going to talk past me instead of saying you don't know? I'm Swiss, we don't know either? I think you're lying. I don't think there's any people from Switzerland in the chat. You never meet a motherfucker from Switzerland. Have you ever noticed that? Maybe they stay in the country because it's like sick there, I guess, if you're born there. I have. Maybe if you like live in Europe, you might meet some people from Switzerland. I feel like it's a country where like, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying like, meet a lot of people. You'll just be out and about. Hear people talking about France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Japan, Korea, China, Russia, New Zealand, Australia. You don't hear that many people talking about Switzerland. What are they hiding over there? I don't meet any Canadians either. Go skiing in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure we do like a cultural exchange. It's like the prisoner exchange from Die Another Day. Like they send over like 10,000 New Zealand snowboard instructors every single winter, and we send over like 10,000 Canadian snowboarding instructors. What do you mean by that? Go to Whistler sometime. Read a book. Anyway. Marshall's Island. Marshall is cooler. Micronesia type shit. That's cooler. Vanuatu. Tuvalu. American Samoa. That's a territory. Sorry for my ignorance. What are the other ones? Nauru? There's always Nauru. That's cooler. My bad. There's always Palau. Palau's cooler too. I mean, we're way off now, man. But there's always Christmas Island. Never mind. Fiji? Yeah! Oh, thank you, Fiji Airlines, for always advertising that it's not that expensive to go to Fiji, so I think about Fiji. Advertising works. Advertising works. I never see a car commercial and go, I should buy like a Nissan Rogue. But anytime I see the Fiji Airlines commercial, I'm like, maybe we should go to Fiji, man. Then you look it up and it's like a 17.5-hour flight, and you go, maybe when they invent like faster than light travel or something. Maybe I should drink some water. God is my witness. I don't think I've ever drank Fiji water. Something happened, man, and I'm being 100% sincere. Lifestyle inflation hit the world. When I was a young adult, so maybe like 19, 20, we had one friend who would always flex that he was rich. He was not rich. He was rich by like 19-year-old has a job standards. So he would buy Fiji water at the gas station and then like keep it in his car. And we would always be like, we'd razz him for the fact that he was buying Fiji water instead of anything else. As I've gotten older, Fiji is like proliferated, man. You got to hand it to the marketing department. Like it used to be just buy whatever water is cheapest. Now there's smart water, Fiji water, there's alkaline water, boxed water is better. Like it never ends, man. Don't even get me started on like the Grolsteiners and stuff like that. Can't even ask for sparkling water at the restaurant anymore. Because you get the restaurant, you say, sure, I'll have sparkling. You expect them to come out with San Pellegrino. All of a sudden they come out with like a dark bronze glass bottle of some shit that's from like a pure Italian spring that's only in one. I'll settle for the Pellegrino, man. I don't want to pay extra for this imported bottled water. I'll just take a Coke Zero, man. I don't know what this is. Maybe you're Afghanistan. Not really. Just having a laugh. Any chance you actually look like you're on the northern coast of South America to me? You look like Uruguay, bro. That's not the northern coast, but you look like Bolivia, my dude. You literally look like Bolivia. Nailed it. October 5th, 2018. I don't really know what I was up to. Am I crazy to think like right off the bat this is going to be Spider-Verse 1? That was Into the Spider-Verse. Nope. All right. Let's actually interface with the game. Tom Hardy, that's Venom. Venom opened at $80 million, huh? We legit used to live in a proper country. I don't mean that this movie is good. I mean like the fact that a movie that's kind of trash could open to 80 mil. People were leaving their fucking house back then, man. That was only like 7 years ago. Like, I'm not even, I'm not saying worse movies should make more money, but like, I'll take that over people watching shorts and posting online or something. You just get out. Oh no, I paid $12 to see a movie that's a 6 out of 10. Just log it as a 2.5 on Letterboxd and then buy the DVD, bro. Can be that's what guilty pleasures are for. Lady Gaga. That's the movie that's called A Star Is Born. In the Shahallow. Tagline none. An interesting tagline. Warner Brothers had a movie starring Channing Tatum. Could be Magic Mike 2, but I would expect it to do a lot better. I'm guessing this is Logan Lucky because it has good word of mouth. No? Family animation. What animated movie is Channing Tatum in, bro? There's been a big misunderstanding. All right. I have no idea. Oh, I do. It's Smallfoot. It's like my daughter's favorite movie, at least favorite movie soundtrack. Oh, it's Zendaya's Michi, bro. Actor 3, Zendaya is Michi. I told you. Star-studded cast, dude. I love that they put the little nod in there. That's huge. I only saw it once, but I've listened to the entire soundtrack like 100 times. I should have known that. Shit went crazy. I mean, not really. It didn't really make that much money in the whole scheme of things, but Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is Dorgal. You're not wrong. Wait, no, yeah, because LeBron James is Gwangi. You're right about that. Tagline none. Starring Kevin Hart from 2018. Ride Along 2. It's a comedy. Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, Rob Riggle. Is this Let's Go to Prison? Am I insane? Teddy Walker is a successful salesman whose life takes an unexpected turn when he accidentally blows up his place of employment. Forced to attend night school to get his GED? Night School. I have never heard of this movie in my life. When he accidentally blows up his place of employment. Explosions in comedies are really good, man. Really good. Like, if I ever make a Hollywood comedy, you can bet there will be a scene where someone goes like, okay, see you later, and then you see them turn the key in their ignition and the car just instantly explodes. Or even better, it drives like 50 feet down the road and then explodes for no reason. Like, it's not even a car bomb. It's just like it just happens sometimes. Jack Black, Universal. Numbers are too low to be Jumanji. It's a comedy, fantasy, family horror. The Clock with the House in Its Walls. It is The House with the Clock in Its Walls. He was literally soft launching Doctor Strange. Also, why does he look so fucked up? That's not right, man. He looks like AI. That's crazy. He doesn't look right, man. The House with the Cock in Its Balls. That is good. He does look a little bloated, but you know, he was craft services, man. What do I know? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. 100% mods, anybody who says this is peak, actually, please ban them. This is the kind of movie that, like, your drug addict college roommate forces you to watch on a Saturday when you really have, like, homework to do. There's no shot this is peak. They'll say some shit like, bro, just look at the poster. Look at the poster, bro. Nah, no shit. I mean, this looks worse, if I could be honest. Ooh. The next 3 days, that looks a lot worse, but I'm never watching some shit called the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Just not going to happen. All right, we're trying to get to Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, everybody. Maybe it's good. I've never seen it. Russell Crowe, fellas. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe. I'm guessing he's not going to be just here if I scroll down, huh? This really doesn't have Taron Egerton in it? I thought Taron Egerton was the guy with the bow. Oh, that's Alan Ritchson. I know that guy. He wishes he was 7 high. By the way, nobody cares, but I need to own my own recommendation. If you started watching The Devil's Plan Season 2 because of me talking about it, I apologize for wasting your time. Season 1, very interesting. Season 2, first 6 to 8 episodes, which is legitimately like 10 hours of content, good and entertaining. Last 3 episodes, perhaps the worst possible conclusion to a reality show in history. The games are the whole focus of the whole thing. The games don't matter. The contestants said, I don't want to win anyway. And then in one of the last games, they didn't even have to know the mechanics. They just said, we've got alliances, so here's what we're going to do. They screwed it up. They screwed it up very badly. Was it a virtuous TV moment? I mean, in a way, I guess. But they didn't go, like, they didn't outwardly say, like, I don't want to betray anybody because I'm a celebrity and my image is worth more to me than the limited prize money we're getting from the show. But that's kind of how things played out. Meanwhile, one dude is like, would you guys please play against one another? Would you guys please play the games? And they're like, nah, I don't think so. Why would we do that? Yeah, it's pretty not good, unfortunately. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Russell Crowe, what the fuck? What the fuck does Russell Crowe do? Well, here's what I'm thinking. Is Henry Cavill... I'm lost. Surely there's some Reddit-ass cast, man. Holy... Now listen, I'm not damning any of these actors. And it's an easy movie to take a shot at, Argyle. Has there ever been a more Reddit cast? Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, a.k.a. Justin Hammer, Walter White, Home Alone / Schitt's Creek, Superman, Dua Lipa, Angela Bassett did the thing, John Cena, Samuel L. Jackson, with Nail and I. Like, it's the most Reddit cast that's ever existed in human history. Internet has rotted our brain. Yours, maybe. It elevated mine a little bit, but not that you'd know shit about that. Maybe like Samuel L. Jackson, Kingsman. I'm trying to get to the fella. I'm trying to get to the fella known as Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe. I'm trying to get, he's Australian actually. Trying to get to Russell Crowe. Jeff Bell, Russell Crowe. Sophie Cookson, Mark Strong. Russell Crowe. What's Russell Crowe been in? L.A. Confidential. Samuel L. Jackson movie with Charlize Theron. Go. Michael Caine movie with Seth Rogen. Samuel L. Jackson. Colin Firth movie with Seth Rogen. Colin Firth movie. Taron Egerton movie. Jack Davenport-ass movie. Well, I gotta learn. You never scroll in this, man, especially in England. Ralph Ineson, The Witch, Anya Taylor-Joy, that's for Chibley, The Gorge, Miles Teller, Whiplash. All right, now that we're at Whiplash, what are we doing? Paul Reiser, One Night at McCool's. This is book. How am I trying to get to like Seth Rogen for some reason? Probably like Richard Jenkins, Burn After Reading. Trying to get to Russell Crowe. Trying to get to Russell Crowe. The man, the myth, the legend, Russell Crowe. He's been in a lot of pictures. He's been in a lot. Been in some shit. You know what? Let's get to some shit. That is good. Seth Rogen. Brad Pitt, he's been in a movie with Seth Rogen. Probably. We'll go like Ad Astra. You're in this. What have I done? You're in the Warcraft movie. I'm in trouble, y'all. Okay, can I say something? This dude has absolutely cornered the market on greasy dude who looks like a Morgan Wallen fan in a science fiction movie where they travel to outer space. If there is devout religiosity in a science fiction show, you can bet this motherfucker's DNA is all over it. He was on Raised by Wolves, and then they canceled that shit because it was too freaky ass for our milquetoast society. They said, put that motherfucker in the Dune movie, or the Dune prequel saga on HBO. We need a grease ball. We need a grease ball to peddle the wares of the fucking Bene Gesserit. What am I doing? Clancy Brown, he's been in some shit, man. You're in like Starship Troopers, right? Yeah, you're in Starship Troopers with some motherfuckers who are real close to Russell Crowe, man. Real close to Russell Crowe. Like Michael Ironside. My man's definitely in Total Recall. You didn't know shit about that, probably. Don't forget, Sharon Stone's in this bitch. She's in Casino. Not sure if you knew that one. Crazy that James Woods has a black and white photo on. I'm not saying anything, but he is still alive. Robert De Niro, he's been in some shit, man. Like Dirty Grandpa, he's definitely in that. And then you got Dermot Mulroney. That takes you to like About Schmidt. You got Jack Nicholson. Here, Jack Nicholson takes you right to Russell Crowe, if I had to guess. Probably like Jack Nicholson, Batman 1989. There's like 7 of the same dude in a row here. What do I know you from, Tracy Walter? What have you been in? Fred 3 Camp Fred? Guess it's right back to John Cena, I think. Yeah, there he is. Probably Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. We're trying to get to Russell Crowe. Okay, you know what? Take me back to the homepage. Let's flip the script on this. Elizabeth Banks. Who's in this one again? Elizabeth Banks to Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill's in Argyle with Bryce Dallas Howard. I'm not going to just tap on this one. I want to tap. I'm not going to tap on this one. Bryce Dallas Howard, Samuel L. How can you not get to Samuel L. Jackson, man? That's the thing. Olivia Wilde, she's been in some shit, man. Like, she's been in Tron Legacy with Jeff Bridges. This dude is from X-Men, right? What do I know Bruce Boxleitner from? Are you from Spider-Man? Return of Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer. I know you're in that, that's for sure. I'll probably go straight back to Dabney Coleman. That's you go 9 to... Not still working 9 to 5. Let's not be ridiculous. Let's go 9 to 5. We got some Jane Fonda type shit, which takes you to Monster-in-Law, which takes you to Jennifer Lopez, which takes you to Out of Sight, which takes you to George Clooney. George Clooney, we got to George Clooney goes Burn After Reading. Richard Jenkins. No, we were going backwards from here. No, we were going forwards from here. Richard Jenkins was also in... I'm lost, man. I'm lost! Henry Cavill. Be in more movies, bitch. That's all I have to say to you. Turbo 2013. Paul Giamatti, Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill hasn't been in shit, bro. And I keep having to remind myself he's not Armie Hammer. He's not, man. Haters will say he's fake, but he's not Armie. Samuel L. Jackson. Argyle. Henry Cavill, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Time, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Not too bad. Don't talk to me. Russell Crowe is playing Kal-El or whatever the fuck in the... I haven't seen that shit. I don't watch bad movies. Fuck you. we get there. That's the important part. We get there. Jor-El, it's not real, brother. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. This is some, like, that's Kaled, bro. This is like Elden Ring. Metacritic score of 76. Darkstalkers 2. PC, PS4, Xbox One. Fighting game. Oh, dude, this is like Injustice 2. This is Mortal Kombat, not 10. This is Mortal Kombat 11. This is Mortal Kombat. There's a lot of Mortal Kombats, bro. Mortal Kombat. I know it sounds crazy. Mortal Kombat X? Nice, that was... okay, it was close, but we got it. 2015 is 10? No, bro! 2010 or 2011 is Mortal Kombat X, because I was watching Giant Bomb quick looks of that shit on my laptop in South Korea, bro. X is 10? No, it's not, bro. You got to take that shit up with Ed Boon. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You gotta quarrel with Ed Boon. That was 9? Whatever, bro. They're like as close as two numbers can be to one another. ChatGPT, is there a difference between Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 10? They said it's impossible to tell. Is that really 10 years ago? That's crazy. I think I was playing that for a bit. They said, please pour more bottles of Fiji water in to get your question answered. That's a Obra Dinn, bro. This, on the other hand, this is some Disgaea stuff. That's Prinny, bro. That's Hour of Darkness. Any day of the week and twice on Thursday. That's Hour of Darkness. Yes, maybe like some Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Single player only, not an RPG. But if you had friends, wouldn't you want to play games with them? Very confusing. Maybe like a Baldur's Gate 3? Somewhere in the middle. That's an RPG, by the way. It's a fantasy game. One of the themes is fantasy. Skyrim. 2012 to 2022. It's not an RPG, I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's not an RPG. Lords of the Fallen original. It's sometime in there. 2012 to 2013. Shadows of Mordor. Mordor. That came out in 2014, and it's an RPG, bro. That is an RPG. Give me some hints. It's a first-person fantasy game from the era. My old ass basically has no idea. Let's see if maybe it's like an Ubisoft game. Not an Ubisoft game. How about a Square Enix game? How about the Tales series that I don't know at all? I'm pretty sure those don't take place in the first person. Hang on. First person platform? First person Mirror's Edge 2? Mirror's Edge Catalyst? Not a platformer. So it's an indie. A first person indie PC single player fantasy game. I'm sure I'm gonna know it, but I don't know what it is right now. The Room 2. It wasn't well, it is indie, but it's a puzzler. So it's a first-person puzzler. Fair enough. That's a tough one, man. I thought maybe it could be like a Kinect game or something. Just realizing now, most games are RPGs. Bro, life is an RPG. You ever think about that? We're all playing a role. Hang on, I think my chat broke. My chat broke and nobody said a message for 30 seconds. And I said, that's it. My heart rate spiked by like 18 beats per minute. And then I refreshed and it was back to normal. Saw some shit, someone was saying Fable Legends, and then they just killed the chat. That was scary. Whew. Good day for Pucktoku, though. Chicago and Vancouver. Whatever. New York Islanders and Vancouver, that's a given. Roboito Luongo. I really thought that Bo Horvat would be up there. 10 plus wins in their postseason career. That's tough. That's a tough one. We're going to say, you know what? Cloutier was kind of... You know, what about fucking Richard Brodeur, man? What about fucking King Richard type shit? Yeah. Look at that. Look at that handsome guy, man. He's from a long time ago. Hey, we're not too worried about the rest of this. Vancouver, Chicago should be like easy enough. Thinking like Brad Richardson, but then, or maybe it's Luke Richardson that I'm thinking of. Maybe it's Brad Richardson. It's not Luke Richardson. Who am I thinking of? Justin. Maybe I'm thinking of Jason Dickinson. No, that's not who I'm thinking of, man. Who am I thinking of? Surely Luke Shen. Surely Adrian Aucoin. There we go. He's got the Dennis Morton phenotype, man. Movie grid. His name is Goldcoin. Forgot about that. Robert Pattinson, Oscar-nominated film. Title starts with IP. Mickey 17. Yeah, fair enough. It's a crazy-ass poster. Ain't even that many Mickeys in the damn movie. 05 to 2025. I'm going to assume The Lighthouse got nominated for something. Freakiest ass movie. Yeah, it's got to be nominated for something. Movie that's most in black and white. 05 to 2025, Robert Pattinson. The Twilights are going to sap a lot of attention. He's in some of the Harry Potters as well. What else is he? He's Cosmopolis, right? That's the one that... The Cronenberg movie. Amy Adams, Oscar nominated. There's a lot in here. I'm going to have to go with Night Bitch for I to P. And then Amy Adams, 05 to 2025. I mean, you can go with something like American Hustle. It's going to be a high scorer, I thought. What the hell else has Amy Adams done? Obviously, Arrival. What the hell else is she in, man? I don't know. She's a good actress, though. She's around. Josh Brolin, now we're talking. IJKLMNOP with Josh Brolin. Ignore articles. Goonies doesn't quite get you there. Sicario is a little bit out of the fold here. Let's hit you with I guess No Country for Old Men. I'm just gonna take it, man. No Country for Old Men. I kind of hate to drop this one on you. I'm gonna hit you with Deadpool 2. He plays Cable in Deadpool 2. And then surely Sicario was nominated for like most traumatizing opening scene. We can live with that. 47%. Was he in Sicario? Yeah, he's like one of the main characters in the movie. He is, man. Cool Haley Welsh be like, night, bitch. Getting a little tired. Going to bed. Good night, bitch. Haley, please. Please. Stop using that kind of language. Mind your profanity. Rice, coconut milk, chicken beef, tempeh, tofu, sambal. That's from Indonesia. Listen, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It looks delicious, by the way. There's no shot that the food guesser Dev is not from Indonesia. It's Indonesian food, sure. We'll glaze it a little bit, but there's like 3 a day, and there's an average of like 0.6 correct answers that are Indonesian. It's like once every 2 days, you're definitely getting an Indonesian guess. That's the pasta I make for my daughter. That's pasta. That's a dish that we in the business call pasta from Italy. Cavatelli. There you go. That's fish. Frozen raw fish. All right. They fucked up with this one. That looks Finnish to me, though. This looks Scandinavian as fuck. I'm going to say this is Finland. Borders. It's Russia. Stroganina. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking funny. I'll yum it. Why not? Oh, Kyle, you prudes, man. You wouldn't eat that shit? You wouldn't eat the tower of woven fish? I bet it's still pretty good. We run this town. Thrice me? The Babylon Disco and Woody's Bar were Pittsburgh hotspots on what early aughts drama? Yeah, I have no idea. Show that takes place in Pittsburgh and it's a drama. Desperate Housewives. That doesn't really feel like a Pennsylvanian show. Weeds. Brit remake Showtime series. Queens of the Road and Home is Where the Ass Is were episode titles in what Brit remake Showtime series? Desperate Housewives was ABC. What the fuck was on Showtime in the early 2000s? Queens of the Road. Home is Where the Ass Is. Flexing his gay ally cred on The Office. Michael Scott once mistook the last word in what show title for the F-bomb? So I want to say that it's the L word. Queer as folk. That makes way more sense. Doesn't he have a joke about the L word as well? Can you go to ChatGPT and type Michael Scott, the L word? I thought he had a joke about that one as well. I watched the L Word. It's still on. The old province of Schleswig-Holstein is split between Germany and what other country? Bro, Helvetica? Whatever. After Poland, the next country invaded by by Nazi Germany was what Cimbrian Peninsula neighbor? Okay, I've been listening to the audiobook. I've been catching up on the 20th century. There's Austria and there's Czechoslovakia. What happened first? No, wait, Poland happened before. It's Denmark. Poland happened after the Austria, Czechoslovakia stuff. It goes Poland, Denmark, Norway. Yeah. We get there. Meteor happened. Don't quote me on this one. Didn't Norway do like an epic troll? They sent like a cable to the president or the king, and they were like, "We're going to invade. Don't fight back." And they went, no sweat. We got you. And then when the boats pulled up in the harbor, they went fire at will. I mean, you do what you can. Didn't hold them off forever, but at least inflicted a little bit of damage. They went psych. They went bet. Syrah comes from France. Shiraz is made from the same grape, but mostly comes from what country? Australia? They make a lot of wine down there. Yeah, okay. Of the three main types of rock, which one is Yosemite's half dome made of? Really hope it's igneous. I don't know the other kinds. Howard O'Brien was the birth name of what best-selling novelist? John Grisham? Maybe? Featuring Anne Rice? No shot. Really? Anne Rice was Howard O'Brien? I always pictured like a lady with short gray hair and really big earrings. Howard O'Brien, man. I had no idea. Her mother named her Howard? She's assigned female at birth. Her mom just named her Howard. Freaky ass mom. That's crazy. She changed it for a reason. I wouldn't want to go to school named Howard if I was a lady either. That's like understandable. That's not like the kid I went to school with whose name was Norman. And then he changed it one day. He's like, call me Thomas now. We're like, why? And he's like, I'm sick of Norman. It's like, buddy, you're in the 3rd grade. What do you mean you're changing your name? Norman's kind of a sick name, too. He was real mad at his mom for naming him Norman. Anyway. Also, I hate to say it, it didn't stick. He was still getting called Norman, like all the way up to like 11th grade. Date of reality show premieres. Okay, Real World is like way back. Bachelor's, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy is pretty far back too. Big Brother was like 2000. That's pretty far back. That's pretty far out, man. I think this is it, man. We're orbiting Pluto. Ooh, ha, ooh. Take me back to the monoculture, man. Drawn in by its gravitational pull. You know what I'm talking about? I think about that all the time, yeah. This is Bowie to Bowie. Can you hear me out there, man? This is Bowie back to Bowie. I hear you loud and clear, man. Ooh, yeah, man. They're picking you up on our radar screen. How far out are you, man? I'm pretty far out. That's pretty far out, man. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. They were cooking in season 1. The fuck is this? It's from the monoculture. Party ended before you got here, unfortunately. Higher percent increase in population weighted density. Which one got bigger? Greenville, New Bern, Washington, North Carolina. How many Washingtons you got in this bitch, America? Can we just chill? You got a whole state, like multiple cities, and now we got Washington, North Carolina. You know there were like other dudes at the Battle of Monmouth, okay? You could chill out a little bit. Or Lubbock, Texas. I don't know, man. Lubbock, Texas. I'm not going to say that that was skill. Higher population weighted density. I'm going to go with a heuristic here and say there's a lot of people in India, so I'm going to guess India. Higher percentage, higher pedestrian cyclist fatalities per capita, 2013 to 2022. Just guessing. Higher percentage of divorcees. That I do feel like is going to be Tucson. Higher percentage of adults with a hearing disability. Go with Flint, Michigan on that one. That's probably one of the easiest juxtastats I've ever seen. How are you so good? Sometimes American stereotypes bear out in the data. You can get American stereotype too. It have to be maybe at like a Chinese or a Vietnamese restaurant or something. I mean, an Italian restaurant, every once in a while, you'll see tripe on the menu. Now and then, it happens. We should do Scrandle. We're past the watershed now. We're getting into the modern dulls, the neo-dulls. You ever realize Morpheus says no one can have the Matrix explained to them, and then that dude literally explains the Matrix in like 3 sentences? You have to see it with your own eyes. What is it? The machines took over the Earth. Now we live in a cyberspace playground designed by them. Oh, that was actually kind of easy. Whatever. You guys see the Matrix? The fuck? QR code hot dog? Indie game Steam code hot dog from Manchester United? It does have the Xbox logo. Oh shit, man, that's fucking good. This is how you unlock Park Si-jung in fucking FIFA 14 or something. Redeemed. Pizza looks like shit, to be honest with you. Hot dog does have ink on it, but whatever. Chicago dog or loaded messy fries. In the whole scheme of things, I mean, they both look pretty good. I'm a Chicago dog enjoyer, but I don't want the whole pickle. I just want a spear. I know we go through this a lot, but I just want the spear. But I'll take the messy fries this time. They look pretty good. That's insane. The fact that that's so low is anti-American discrimination. Looks like some pretty fucking sick ice cream, if I'm being honest. I go with the 75 pence ice cream over the jerk chicken. Jerk chicken looks fine too. Chicken and chips versus mixed kebab pie. Chicken and chips looks pretty good. A little small, but pretty good. I'll go with the mince pie for £3, though. They love their pies over there, man. It's going to be pizza dog, I'm afraid. Sausage and bread is going to lose on that one. Maybe that's why people don't talk about Switzerland all that much. Messy ass burger, messy ass sandwich. Again, I'm just being true to myself. I think that they both look pretty bad. This one is going to be better on price and merit. 96% is crazy, but that's fine. The Lay's, though, real talk. People might not be ready for this take, but I'm just one man. I'm not claiming to represent like the entire world. I would rather they use Lay's than 90% of house cooked potato chips that they run as a side. They always make them too greasy when they house make them, man. You eat one chip and you bite in and it's like cold oil explodes in your mouth. I'd rather have the Lay's. Every once in a while, a restaurant gets the balance right and you're like, you could be selling these, but most of the time, I'd rather just have Lay's. Or Miss Vicky's would be nice too, for sure. I would much rather have fries than house-made potato chips, though. 30-cent saran wrap chicken wing rice or curry in a cup with a pint from Stockport County. This is the toughest one so far. 30 cents is hard to beat. But a pint? I'll go with the... It's 30 cents, man. Soy and honey beef brisket size 7 sandwich with waffle fries and a scotch egg for £8.50. That's a crazy value, man. Also, the meatball sub looks kind of gas at £5.70. This one I just got to go, what would I rather eat? I would eat either. I would rather eat the sandwich, but I think British people are going to go with the soy and honey beef brisket. That's a close one, though. That's a close one. God is my way. It's not even close. I will say 5.2% is a little insane. I saw the price. No shot, bro. You got to stop doing this. Bombay sandwich, a Balti pie and a samosa with mind and chili sauce in a roll. In a roll is one way to describe it. Is there something wrong with England where they're like the food would just look better if it was also like a construction? You could just have them like side by side, man. 75% is fucking insane. That should be like 2%. Are you shitting me, man? That's crazy. They did make the toast sandwich. You're not joking. It's less scran if you have to use cutlery. Yeah, but it's like the skip the dishes joke. It's like, yeah, you're not using any cutlery, but you got to use like 100 napkins. I guess you could just wipe it on your fucking jersey or whatever, but it's kind of disgusting. Shit's pissing me off, man. Contains LV between 6 and 8 letters. Effluve. That's not a word? Fluvial? Oh shit, I knew there was something in there. I don't know what fluvial is. Maybe like it has characteristics of a river? Fluvial? 6 and 8 letters contains M and D. Madon. Remedial. 0.17. I'll take that. Contains M and L. Amylase. Not a unicorn for the fucking enzyme secreted by your mandibular glands? Are you shitting me, bro? 6 letters or fewer with LV. Selves. .16, we got away with one there, to be honest with you. 6 letters or fewer contains MD. No, there's something here. There's something here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Amistad. That's a movie. That's 7 letters, and it's a movie. Idiom. I think that people are going to say 6 letters or fewer. They're going to think you get more points for less letters, so I'm going to throw in an S and make it idioms. That might have saved us. Contains M and L. A mile group. M and L. Lamb. Pray. That's 7 letters. There's got to be something. Moil. Ah! Yes! Yes! What's the moil? It's the dude who bites the tip of your dick off when you're born. If you're from a family like mine. It's true. It's true. Well, it's not true that my family's Jewish. I guess they just kind of did it for sport in the late 80s, but they just kind of, just to fit in or whatever. Double letter with LV. Effluvious is really not a word, huh? Effluvial. There we go. Double letter contains MD. Doesn't have to be a double M or a double D. Like, we could just put, like, mood, the moodler. Remoulades. Reaccommodated. Reaccommodated. Reacclimated. That's a word, bro. Reacclimated is a fucking word. Reacclimated. Clytemnestra? Doesn't even have a D in it. Reacclimated? 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 It's not a word? Acclimatized? Acclimatized? There we go. Double letter contains M and L. Mentholase. Mentholase. Hollandaisical. Give me a second here. There's something. Gremolata. That's one L, you fucker. You fucker. Lugubrious. Commodore. Ickle. Cinna. Pellet. Je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. We could have a really good score here. I just got to come up with something that really hits the spot. We got lots of galaxies on this. It's like that lady on TikTok doing the NPC streams back in the day. Myelinated. It's, if only you could think about having a double letter. I really feel like a French word is going to go crazy here. Like Maillard? That's a fucking word, bitch. Maillard is a fucking word. Can I get a check on this one? It's a name? Yeah, so is Moyle, if you knew somebody that's named it. Maillard was right? Fuck you, man. Not you, you're cool. Man. Grapple. That doesn't even make sense. Managerial. Limbic system. Lily pad man. Rayluderman. Mintibular. Millibar. Because I bet you were going to say some shit like millimeter or milliliter. No, bro. We went the Pascal route on that one with millibar. Some shit about atmospheric pressure or something. Rarity of 0.97. Rarer than 81% of the grids. We take those. Amoxicillin. Name, I'm afraid. That's the name of a antibiotic. You can't use names. Strobe. Strobe. Change a letter in strobe to get a pen mark. Stroke. 8 letters. Capital of stroke. Competitor of stroke. Drop a letter in stroke. Drop a letter in stroke. Drop the first and last letter. Home of stroke. Stroke me blank. A song from 1965. Olympic sport that features 4 strokes. Swimming. Oh, here we go. Change the M to an S or vice versa. Swimming. Drop 2 letters, possibly, to get an X. Women. Swimming me softly. Most decorated athlete in swimming, Phelps. Drop a letter. Drop the first. You can make it help by dropping the outside letters. Help. Capital of help. Drop a letter in help. Home of help. Help me. Help me, Mary, please. I've lost my home to thieves. They bully the stereo and drink. They leave suspicious things in the sink. They make rude remarks about me. I think it's going to be help me blank, but I don't know what it is, man. It's help me blank. Help me Rhonda. Yeah, I was never going to get that. Drop a letter in Rhonda to get a car. Honda. Competitor of Honda that shares the same consonants in the same order. Hyundai. Home of Hyundai, South Korea. Capital of South Korea, Seoul. Drop a letter in Seoul. Seoul. Soul search is part of a mea culpa. Search light. Tools for those on the hunt. Search party. Search tool for those on the hunt. Search engine. Search tools for those on the hunt. Search engine. Search bar. A search. It turns out it's a search lights. Yeah, that makes more sense. It's in the title, I'm being told. I'm being told it's in the title. Told you it was lights. I don't take any freebies. I'm the type of beast that, like, I don't even take the free square in bingo. I don't need a participation trophy. I don't need anything handed to me on a silver platter. I'll work for it. I'll wait until they call free. It makes it really hard to play full card. I'll be honest with you. Full card is really hard. I've never gotten it, but Most people could probably say that, to be honest. You're a fucker. You're a fucker. Minecraft ass fucking platforms, man. Fuck you, okay? Listen, by the way, kind of hard golf developer. Get that cookies notice out of here. They made that for like big companies. It's on site, bro. You got my cookies for free. It's on site. I would never say no to giving you my cookies. You know what the website should do? It should go like Corky Romano mode. It should have Corky Romano pop up and go, you guys want some cookies. Then I'd be so much more likely to click the button. He's the GOAT of being the best to ever do it. As long as you hold, we're chilling. That's a great idea, all right? What a fucking shot, bro. Almost went that Gus Fring mode where he loses his smile, where he drops his smile. You know what I'm talking about. All right, this is fucked up. Oh! Dude, it's so makeable. The hell was that, man? It's not makeable. It's not makeable. Yes, yes, yes. Oh! Off the ceiling, mayhaps? That's huge, man. I beat 89% of golfers! What happened to the dulls, man? I get it, man. I get it. It used to be online trivia. Now it's like weird browser-based golf games. He's got a kid, though. Get that bag. Used to be some merit to the dulls. Now they're what? Like little trifles, little browser trifles? Some shit where you like try to guess the angle or some stupid shit like that with no merit? No spells or crafting or like equipment durability or any shit like that, man? I mean, this shit, that's like a 32-degree angle. So this is like a 328 type beast right here, if I had to say. I'm getting hot, but it's lower. Okay. So 40, maybe it's like a 318. I'm boiling, bro. About a 316. Cinema. That's cinema, man. That's wider than 45. Literally false. It was 44. What's it like to be wrong? Kate, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the cinematic raid. We just did angle. We're almost at the end of our dulls here. First, we just have the one that mogs us. Catfishing. It's a science manga from 1996 about card games. It's set in school. Card games in anime and manga. Hanafuda. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! That makes a lot of sense. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Egyptian? I'm not putting on airs. I had no idea that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has like hieroglyphics associated with it. Why are you hitting me with 4 question marks? I wasn't at the lunch table in high school that was playing this shit. Man's name is Pharaoh. The guy's not called Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, the guy's called Yugi, right? Don't they say like Yugi or some shit like that? The guy's called Yugi. Yu-Gi-Oh means Pharaoh. The game is also called Yu-Gi-Oh? How did you not know he's possessed by an Egyptian god? Because I've never seen this shit, man. I'm sorry. When this shit made it to the West, I was watching Charlie Kaufman movies. It's like, I'm not saying I was cool. It's just a different kind of being a loser. But like, I mean, give me a little credit. Oh, man. We were talking about Doom 3 and going, thank God, we might be low on the social order here, but at least we're not at the Yu-Gi-Oh table. Good Lord. Oh, man. And then with them, like by senior year, we were like, we should be nicer to them. And then they were the kids who brought in that big iceberg into the cafeteria and plopped it down on the table and started going around asking, hey, you guys want ice for your drink? You guys want some ice for your drink? And everyone was like, no. Yeah, so we were like, nah, maybe we should have been ruder. 282 births, 305 deaths. What is this? Some kind of antediluvian octomom situation? Possibly fictional people from Africa, Roman era, Alexandrians, saints from Roman Egypt, virgin martyrs, ancient. We already did Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Come on now. Converts to Christianity from ancient Roman religions. Constantina. I don't know who you are. Let's be honest. That's Catherine of Alexandria. She's got the piece, man. I don't know who this is. Timber framing, Neolithic timber framing, perhaps from Turkey. A type of wall, an earth structure, soil-based building materials. Adobe. That's Wattle and Daub, bro. Obviously, that's Wattle and Daub. 1905 U.S. States bomber aircraft. I was picturing like the Wright brothers on the bicycle with the umbrella on top of it. Strategic bombers from the 1950s. I don't know when this shit came out. I'm going to assume you might be a beast. Thank you. My bad, y'all. It's not the B-17 bomber. I was thinking of Angry Video Game Nerd. 20th century male actors. Okay, now we're talking. There's also a swimmer who died from pulmonary edema. He medaled at the 1924 Summer Olympics. Mostly appears to be an Olympic swimmer, which is pretty rough for me. Died in 1984. That's Rock Hudson, bro. That's Johnny Weissmuller. Nah, man, I'm just not sure about this one, to be honest. Fair enough. 2010s American films, science fiction, postmodern films. Spike Jonze. Her. That movie is called Her. We take those. We take the freebies. French people of the Napoleonic Wars. Died age 79. No, that's not right. Died age 84. 19th century French diplomats who were ambassadors of France to the United Kingdom. How would I know this, man? I'm just a fella. Knights of the Golden Fleece of Spain, huh? Any chance your ass was like Robespierre? You're Charles Maurice de Talleyrand Périgord. Fair enough. 1967 establishments, apartment buildings in Washington, D.C., headquarters of political parties, the Watergate Hotel, Watergate Complex! This is why on Jeopardy, you're only supposed to include as much information as they ask for. Probably putting a hotel in there probably cost me my points. 1972 births who played in the FIFA Women's Cup. That's going to be Mia Hamm. That's a given. Finally, some real fucking questions. 1805 births, 1875 deaths who were 19th century Danish novelists who were bisexual male writers. People from Odense, Scandinavian folklore. This is Hans Christian Andersen. We take those any day of the week. Even tech to the SEN at the end. Bisexual male writers. How do you think he feels about Eli Porter's rap, man? Betweenal. Forgot about Betweenal. Start in the middle, man. Let's start with something like Mommy. Where are we at here? I forgot how to play this. We're 17% away, which is about a fifth of the alphabet, which would be 5 letters, N-O-P-Q-R. Maybe we're in the R's. Let's try something like runes. Runes is still 17 from the bottom? Am I missing something? Anybody know what that means? Oh, you're 17 from ZZZ. So did I move further away? No. The answer is it's 17 from ZZZ, 11 from runes. 11% of the alphabet. It's like 2.5 letters. Probably starts with a T. How about something like total? It's above total. Probably starts with an S. Snipe. Closer to the S side. Could be an early T. Tally. Maybe like a sylph. Ooh, okay, so it's in the S's. N-O-P. Closer to Y. Sully. Okay. Shukra. Oh. State. Oh, dude, we're right in there. Style. Oh, that was not a good guess now that I think about it. We're getting light here. Very close to style. Between an A and a Y. But closer to the end. Stuck. Closer to the U. It's going to be a U, man. Stubbs. Oh. Could be an I or an O. It could be an O. Stole. Stove. Oh, straw. I didn't even think. I was just like, O and U are the closest vowels. I didn't even think about throwing in an extra consonant after the T, man. That's all right. That's a tough game, but a good game. A tough but fair game.